My video on Cole Caufield yesterday was quite premature, because I didn't have the foresight to actually plan ahead. I made my video on Caulfield yesterday because the day before, Cole Caufield and the Badgers lost to the BC Eagles, and I wanted to recap Caulfield's performance. However, I didn't actually realize that later in yesterday, the Badgers actually did play another game. They played against the Merrimack Warriors. And my goodness, after the BC game, I said, hey, I want to see performances from Turcotte. I want to see Keandre Miller getting involved. I want to see if Cole Caufield can realistically stay at 2 goals a game on the year. And against the Merrimack Warriors, the Badgers won 11-5. Cole Caufield had 2 goals. Alex Turcotte, he had 2 goals. Keandre Miller, he had 2 goals as well. So overall, this was an absolutely dominating performance for the Badgers. Sure, they gave up 5 goals, but they scored 11. In fact, Dylan Holloway got a goal as well. 15 different Badgers got points last night against the Merrimack Warriors. 9 of them had 2 or more points. In fact, Cole Caufield also added an assist too, so he had a total of 3 points in this game. He led the team in points in this game, and there was another player who was actually tied with Caulfield with 2 goals and an assist as well. That was Alex Turcotte. So exactly what I was saying about it. Hey, I want these guys to produce, I want these guys to showcase, I want these guys to do well. They did that. They really did do that. And this was a crazy game. But before we jump into our review of some of the prominent goals I wanted to highlight, it's a quick Caulfield update. Hey, he did exactly what I said was questionable for him to be doing, continuing up with a 2-goal-a-game pace. Now, he's not guaranteed to score 2 goals for the rest of the season in every single game, but 4 goals and 5 total points in 2 games certainly is not bad at all, especially for the college ranks. People don't usually remember this all too frequently, but let me remind you, NCAA hockey is difficult. It's harder than the OHL. It's harder than the CHL in general. You're not playing against 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old kids. You're playing with men. You're playing at a tough schedule. You're playing with highly detailed systems. You're not playing 60 games a year like you are in the CHL. Time is limited in the NCAA, so players have their wits about them. The schedule of weight training and the games itself, it's very similar to what the US NTDP has, however, definitely not as intricate because the students have to study for school, and there's a reason why nobody has scored 40 goals in the league this side of the millennium. NCAA hockey is challenging, and it produces a ton of great players, so for Cole Caufield to be able to do this is absolutely crazy. If he was doing this in the CHL, I'd kind of expect it, but NCAA hockey is a different beast. So, very big kudos to Cole Caufield. But let's go over the goals here because they are available online. Let's check out the box score here. First things first, it started off with Alex Turcotte sending a pass over to Keandre Miller for the first of the game on the power play. Keandre Miller gets a goal. Hey, I like that. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Then, a few minutes later, it's Alex Turcotte. He gets himself a power play marker as well, this one assisted by Linus Weissbach and Wyatt Kalynuk. So, Turcotte's on the board too. His first of the year, his second point of the game, really nice to see that. However, the Warriors strike back. They get the next 3 goals. It's Regan Kimmins, Jordan Seifert, and Tyler Irving. They take the lead, they take control, and all of a sudden, at the start of the second period, things are looking kind of down for the Badgers. However, they didn't need long to really get themselves back in. Just 4 minutes later, it's Ty Pelton-Bice who ties the game up 3-3. Then A minute later, one of the assists on the Peltenbeis goal, it's Roman Ahcan. He gets himself one right back to taking the lead 4-3 for the Badgers. Then, just 2 minutes later, it's Tyler Inamoto. He gets himself a goal. It's now 5-3 for the Badgers. Then, just a minute later, it's McMesner for the Badgers. And then, 3 minutes after that, Cole Caufield. Cole Caufield gets his first goal on the game. This one was one that you don't really see often, but it's one that is very welcome. Cole Caufield receives the pass on the inside of the blue line, and he's all alone. He casually picks up the puck, skates into the zone, it's one-on-one with the goalie, and at the hash marks he just loads up and rips a slapper far side. Cole Caufield picked the one area to shoot at, and he did it. Caulfield gets a slapshot goal on the rush, on a breakaway nonetheless, and it's something that you really wouldn't expect out of Caulfield, but hey, if the guy's the most decorated goal scorer in the US NTDP's history, you could expect that he can score in a panoply of ways. Just perfect fluidity with the slapshot, great form and everything. He gets it, low blocker, beats the goaltender, and at this point, it's looking like a pretty big blowout. It's 7-3 Badgers, and Wisconsin wasn't done, because 3 minutes later on the power play, Cole Caufield and Wyatt Kalynuk send out a pass over. It's Alex Turcotte on the right side who rips one up. Turcotte gets his first on the year. This is Caufield's second point of the game. Turcotte with his third point of the game, and it's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's how we round out the second period, and then in the third, things get started right away as the Weissbach-Caulfield-Turcotte line is put out there. The second goal of the game for Cole Caufield was pretty darn unexpected and pretty darn cool as well. It's right off the face-off, it's played into the Merrimack zone, a giveaway right in front in the slot area to Weissbach. He takes it, rushes in on net, and centers it for the right winger Caulfield, who takes a shot and it goes right in. It's a goal 6 seconds into the period. Cole Caufield has his second on the night and his third point of the game. Linus Weissbach gets his second point on the game as well. So now it's 10-3. Cole Caufield is up there twice, Turcotte was up there twice, and then just 6 minutes later, K'Andre Miller gets one short-handed, assisted by Roman Ahcan. It's 10-3 Badgers. Miller's got his second on the game, and then Patrick Kramer for the Warriors scores once more. 10-4 is what things are at right now, and then just a few minutes later, it's Dylan Holloway. He gets himself a goal, the freshman, the 2020 draft eligible, a guy who I think could probably go in the top 10 of this year's stacked draft. It's his first on the year. It's 11-4. Zach Vanel gets himself a goal for the Warriors a little bit later. 11-5 is your final score. So these prospects are putting in the work. It's K'Andre Miller with 2 goals, Turcotte with 2 goals and an assist, Caulfield with 2 goals and an assist, Dylan Holloway getting that goal over there too. Los Angeles fans, New York Rangers fans, and Canadiens fans are all super pleased about this game. And it was a great one. An absolute stat booster for the NCAA players. Right now, Caulfield is in a 5-way tie for second in the league in goals. And he's in a 17-way tie for 9th in the league in points, but that's okay, because Cole Caufield is Cole Caufield, and he's only played 2 games as a freshman, and he's been putting in the work. I would not be surprised if Cole Caufield finished up the season with 30 goals. That's not really too much of a tall task in my opinion anymore. Heck, if he gets 2 goals a game for the next few games, I wouldn't be surprised. However, I would be surprised if he got 2 goals a game for the entire season. I don't see that happening, but again, I'd be very happy if it did happen. So, Cole Caufield, an absolute beast, Montreal Canadiens prospect, the best Habs prospect right now. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a better year than Ryan Poehling did last year, this year. That's how good of a goal scorer Cole Caufield is, and the Badgers have the team to allow him to do that. Hope you enjoyed this video, Social Trolls 99, and bye.